second early and putting the challenge on. Love and Rain back on the inside, but the fave takes over. Zipping Hero getting to fourth is Jet Age, and then that's a problem. And Spot Club up front. It's Zipping Hero out by 3. Love and Rain holding some ground, but straightening. It's all Zipping Hero. Goes on to win again. Zipping Hero by 4. Hero goes on to win again. That's a problem. Zipping Hero by 4. Hero goes on to win again. That's a problem. Zipping Hero by 4. Hero goes on to win again. That's a problem. Zipping Hero by 4. Hero goes on to win again. That's a problem. Zipping Hero by 4. Hero goes on to win again. That's a problem. Zipping Hero by 4. Hero goes on to win again. That's a problem. Zipping Hero by 4. Hero goes on to win again. That's a problem. Zipping Hero by 4. Hero goes on to win again. That's a problem. Zipping Hero by 4. Hero goes on to win again. That's a problem. Zipping Hero by 4. Hero goes on to win again. That's a problem. Zipping Hero by 4. Hero goes on to win again. That's a problem. Zipping Hero by 4. Hero goes on to win again. That's a problem. Zipping Hero by 4. Hero goes on to win again. That's a problem. Zipping Hero by 4. Hero goes on to win again. That's a problem. Zipping Hero by 4. Hero goes on to win again. That's a problem. Zipping Hero by 4. Hero goes on to win again. That's a problem. Zipping Hero by 4. Hero goes on to win again. That's a problem. Zipping Hero by 4. Hero goes on to win again. That's a problem. Zipping Hero by 4. Hero goes on to win again. That's a problem. Zipping Hero by 4. Hero goes on to win again. That's a problem. Zipping Hero by 4. Hero goes on to win again. That's a problem. Zipping Hero by 4. Hero goes on to win again. That's a problem. Zipping Hero by 4. Hero goes on to win again. That's a problem. Zipping Hero by 4. Hero goes on to win again. That's a problem. Zipping Hero by 4. Hero goes on to win again. That's a problem. Zipping Hero by 4. Hero goes on to win again. That's a problem. Zipping H
Creep.
Problem
Field
right
over
by
the
full.
1600 metres from one minor play. On that, couple efforts over the 1800 play. Gate number 8 efforts over the 1500 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 play.
And they can be back at the rear of the field and watching it all unfold. Oroki, first up since December, length and a quarter now to Shania, who settles well second. And third is French Horn in those blue silks, and Salute the Stars Parks fourth, one out, one back. As they trek down the back and commence their under the side. Back on the inside, a Midnight Shadow. The horse out deep was 32 Guns. Club Queen and Hostess Susie with a lot of work to do. Oroki led, 600 metres to go. Second, Shania is about to draw level. Salute the Stars moves into it, and 32 Guns out deep starts a run as well. Now Club Queen, Potter, who rides this track very, very well, is starting to sneak up behind that quartet. He'll be the widest. Then came a Midnight Shadow. Hostess Susie trying to pinch runs on the rail. Shania goes up, deep out 32 Guns. They go together. Now Club Queen's got right to the outside. It's Shania, 32 Guns from Club Queen. Salute the Stars. Oroki back on the fence. A Midnight Shadow gets through. 32 Guns, Oroki. 32 Guns. 32 Guns. It was that type of race, and 32 Guns defeats Salute the Stars and Oroki. Fourth, a Midnight Shadow or Hostess Susie, who got warm late. Then Shania. Next in was Club Queen, who loomed ominously. Then French Horn, Rebecca Horse. 32 Guns for Dylan Kabosh.
At 26.30 and 4.40 the place, beats Salute the Stars. Oroki is rounding out trifecta tickets. 4-3-1 numbers you needed. Big odds the winner. The Gardens race number 12. And then inside the next 10 minutes, back to Randwick on the Kensington track for race number 4, 1550 event, wide open betting race, $5 the field, benchmark 72 as they get over the 1550. A minute away from a jump here at the Gardens, and then the Meadows will be splitting them. Might have an early peek ahead. Brad Davidson, $5 for Proposer Toast is our favourite, $5 as well for Fjordland for Chris Waller, Chad Schofield, $6 then for about 4 of them. Tricky race.
Yeah, probably the hardest race of the day, this, and it comes after 3 pretty even style of races to kick off the day. So look, I'm hoping it gets a little bit easier as the card goes along, but 3, 6, 9 and 4 for me here. I'm just going to go with Proposer Toast. I know it was beaten by Sir Grill the other day, but I just think he gets a nice enough lead on this occasion. Tommy Berry rode Donato perfectly in the race prior, and I just think he can get a soft time of it mid-race, back onto a dry deck. I think he can take some catching. 6 Fjordland, first up 1550, I think suits, over a shorter trip, first up last prep. 4 Too Long Brook was a really good fresh winner, showed a good turn of foot there, and 1 Media Star Guest, the real Media Star Guest would win, but he's been a bit plain the last couple now, so we'll see where he's at today. 3, 6, 9, 4, I got I missed out on number 9 there, a 0 third pick. It's been going okay in a weaker grade of late. 3, 6, 9, 4.
Taking a Randwick shortly in the parade as we speak, about 6 minutes away from race number 4. At the boxes to wrap it all up at the Gardens with Ben Hall. At the boxes to wrap it all up at the Gardens.
See you on Saturday night. Thanks, Tim, as you join us for the last. Racing here on Saturday evening, 7:33, the first and 11 events on the card. I'll join you for the coverage. They're moving up. Zulu Flair favourite, $2.10 off the inside box, $3.90 about the 7 O'Malley, zipping Aussies in the market as well from box 8, just about set. Laura's set in motion. Zulu Flair the favourite off the inside. Set to jump. They're ready. Lids Fly racing. Zulu Flair began nicely in the centre. Yeah, Dougie showed good speed out wide. O'Malley going forward. Out deeper, zipping Aussie trying to run into it, followed by Noah's Ace. Then came, yeah, Dougie getting back now. Magnum Ki and Marvel Princess. Zulu Flair the leader. Coming through O'Malley as they swing up towards the bend. O'Malley dash through, took the lead. Here's Aussie, zipping Aussie out wide. They hit it. O'Malley defeated Zipping Aussie, I think. Third, maybe, yeah, Dougie in front of Zulu Flair. Then came Magnum Ki, Noah's Ace. Sugar Hit Lenny was one of the last with Marvel Princess. Time 22 and 90 or thereabouts after the running of race number 12.
7 gets it. It'll be 7-8-1. A break in the Meadows.
Number 12.
7 gets it. It'll be 7-8-1.
If you need a material handling solution, don't just get a forklift. Get Toyota's legendary reliability. Get world-leading safety. Get more uptime. Get smarter business solutions.
And get more value for your business.
Don't just get a forklift. Give your business the Toyota Forklift Advantage.
Here's the 9th at the Meadows, where 240 goes off box number 8. Our favourite tickets, a pretty competitive top end of the betting at least, with 240 box number 8, Cool Dual Keats. We've got box number 2 there at 270. That is Kai Bale. And then 310 with the blue rug, nice and firm, My Bonnie Ville. 2841 for Brendan Delaney, 20 seconds away from a start. Then to Randwick, race number 4 after the Meadows. 20 seconds away from a start. Then to Randwick, race number 4 after the Meadows.
The favourite for the race here is Kuldal Keats off box number 8. Kai Bale's been well supported, 320 down to 280. As is My Bonneville in box 4. So the roughie, Summer Love, and we had a roughie knock them over in a small field earlier on in the program. And they're getting set. Battle Axe first to be loaded, then Kai Bale, My Bonneville, Summer Lovin' and Kuldal Keats will follow up. Race number 9 on the program, 5:25 the distance for this grade 7. Race number 9 on the program, 5:25 the distance. And they're just about ready. Green light is there. Ready, race number 9. They're just about ready. Set. Racing, winning the start out deep, Summer Lovin'. Cool Door Keats began well, and now Battle Axe drives through on the inside left. The rail, and Kybal can get through underneath. So a real tight jam-packed field, and my Bonneville said, well, I'll take it up. Went into the back and got 4 clear, and Kybal in second, Battle Axe to third. Cool Door Keats second last Summer Lovin', 8 off the leader by Bonneville, who is out by about 4 or 5 now on Kybal. Then Cool Door Keats, but around the turn, my Bonneville streaking away with it. And my Bonneville won it by 6. Kybal second, Cool Door Keats was third. A good break, Summer Lovin' in fourth. Battle Axe last off the 5 in 30 and 86.
It'll be My Bonneville, takes out race 9 at the Meadows. Kicking off the quaddie here at Randwick. The Kensington track, a benchmark 72 over the 1550. This is wide open. There are 7 of them, Brad Davidson, between 480 and 750. Leave it with you.
Yeah, well, thanks, Tim. Appreciate that. No, it is one of those races. It wouldn't surprise me if there's about 6 of them across the track with about a length between them, but it hasn't really been the theme of the day. There's been good gaps through the field. So, look, 3, 6, 9 and 4. I'll just landed on the horse that's going to get the right run in what I thought would be in front here. Propose a Toast, runner up behind the grill last time out. I think the dry track suits. Tommy Berry, one of the go-to jockeys on the program today, and has to run out the 1550, but placed a couple of times in this distance range before. So 3 to beat 6 for Ordland, who could be the fresh horse on the scene here. He resumed over the 1250 first up last prep, beaten 2.5 by Sir Lemaire. I think the 1550 fresh here is definitely a bit better. I did notice it was also in a shorter race on the day, so that is some little niggle, the fact that they were probably tossing up between the 1550 and a shorter race, so fitness might be some concern, but closed off in a recent Rose Hill trial under no pressure, and I think it'll be fit enough to run very well. Thrown in Rezero there, the 9, a horse that is at a bit of odds here, ran on well at Hawkesbury last time out, probably better on wet ground, maybe the slight concern for Toulon Brook. Really liked that fresh win, thought it was a good effort there at Wagga, and they absolutely gapped third. Gasonic ran second, so that'll give us a bit of a form guide as to Gasonic later on in the day as well. So 3, 6, 9 and 4, I think 1 Media Starguest is going to go in the mix as well, and chances don't end there.
Indeed. Quick comment on Bob's Your Uncle. If you had to label one best supported, it's been not a bad move, north of $15 into $6.50.
Yeah, well, he's one I think going to really appreciate getting back onto a dry track. His last run on the dry track was very good on the Kensington here at 1550 back in August last year, so he could definitely be a big improver back onto dry.
Here's Darren Flindell to kick off the quaddie.
He could definitely be a big improver back onto dry.
Dry track today and is 2 times the winner of the distance. Okay, Tim, Bob's your uncle. The last time he ran here at Kensington, he nearly won on a good form. That was back in August and has been one of the better back runners in this race. Kathy O'Hara in the saddle. Well, we'll be in a moment. Propose a Toast now is the last to go forward. One of very few on-pace runners. Propose a Toast is locked away, and there's the light now. And we're ready to run. Stand by. Very open betting race. Starter said go now, and they're off and racing and got them off to a terrific start. Hard to spot one. Bob Your Uncle's jumped well with Mike Croner, and Propose a Toast is going to go forward from the outside draw. Continues to roll on. Propose a Toast from Bob's Your Uncle. Mike Croner there, and Toulon Brook handy on the rails. Fiordland 2 lengths away, then Media Starguest from Rezero, Sea Griller, and Tenorino's last of all. Propose a Toast got down to the rails and is going to lead them comfortably now from the well-supported Bob's Your Uncle up to second in advance of Toulon Brook, and Mike Croner gets some cover now, 4th, 1 out, 1 back. Media Starguest improves on the inside of Fiordland. Further back to Rezero is travelling strongly on the outside of Sea Griller, and Tenorino is the last one. 700 metres to run. Propose a Toast, a half in front to Bob's Your Uncle. Then Toulon Brook tucked away on the inside of Mike Croner. A length and a half Media Starguest from Fiordland. Then the informed Sea Griller gives away a big start on the inside of Rezero, who's starting to move up out deeper, and still last of all is Tenorino. Coming around the turn, Propose a Toast, Bob's Your Uncle, and Mike Croner's pulling out. Then Toulon Brook from Fiordland, Media Starguest riding for luck, and further back to Rezero. Mike Croner moved up now, joining Bob's Your Uncle in the lead. Media Starguest going between the pair in the middle. Then Fiordland, Rezero starting to stay on. Over on the far side, Toulon Brook, but Rezero letting down. And Rezero went on past Media Starguest. Rezero won it a long neck to Media Starguest. Photo third, Toulon Brook and Fiordland. Scotland, followed by Mike Cronus. Sea Grill made minor headway at the end from Bob's Your Uncle, then Tenorino, and the leader Propose a Toast finished last.
It was a Euro for Rachel King and Terry Robinson out to $19.40 and $3.30. All of them closing off. Media Starguest most prominent for second. Get your third in just a moment. Not much splitting them, and a wide start, Brad, to the quaddie.
Yeah, it was a wide start. Just also the turn of foot, wasn't it, with a bunch of horses that were just sort of coming home at a fair pace, I think it's fair to say, and he was able to just get home over the top of the Media Starguest, wasn't far away. The leader was very disappointing, Propose a Toast, but it was one of those races, I think there was about 2 lengths between 8 of them there.
9-1 Photo, third to come. Let's get to Belmont as they move in for the second over 1,000 metres. Universal Playboy draws inside for Chris Parnham. It's our $3 pick from $3.50 Janella and $5.50 for Gold Keepers in the mix as well. Only a handful out. Let's get out to Darren McCauley. In the mix as well. Only a handful out. Let's get out to Darren McCauley.
Nearly ready. Thanks indeed, Pete. Megami to move in with Ginella. Bisector has filled its stall. And so now we wait for Megami and the Durant-trained Ginella. They saddled up the first winner here this afternoon, Mia Gusto. Making her debut. Now Michael Vickers climbs to the top level of the ladder. They bring up Ginella. The field is set. The Crown Perth Maiden Field, second of the juvenile races on the card. Red lights on. Set, they're about to burn. The baby stand. Offered racing. Mine Host Welt, so did Weaponize at the start. The first to get going, Just So Sassy. Left the gates very quickly, and so did Universal Playboy rushing through, getting up outside of Just So Sassy early Bisector. In behind those, travelling up their fourth is Ginella from Hot Chatter, then Mine Host beginning to pick up some ground over on the inside of Dezane Gray. Megami posted very wide back there in the field with Goalkeeper, then Weaponize, and last of all is Madame Le Pen. As they approach the 450, Just So Sassy will straighten up narrowly in front. On the outside is Bisector, 2 lengths Ginella. Over on the inside is Universal Playboy, a gap then to Mine Host. They put the 250 behind them. Bisector races to the lead by a length and a half to Ginella. Universal Playboy struggling to pick them up. Bisector with 100 left to go. Ginella trying hard. Bisector, Ginella. Ginella got on equal terms, and Ginella won it. Ginella, the Durant stable, have tipped off the Miller camp again in the first 2. Ginella beat home Bisector. Goalkeeper came late down the outside. Might have grabbed third in front of Universal Playboy. In behind those then was Weaponized from well back, made up good ground. Then Mine Host, followed by Madame Le Pen, Just So Sassy. It weakened out of contention. Hot Chatter Megami are back there, and Dezane Gray amongst the last of them home.
Ginella for Clint Johnston Porter, another. Beats Bisector, and Goalkeeper is back in third. 12 beats 11 and 1 from Belmont after race number 2. We're off to Gawler, a minute away from a jump. Even money off the outside is the favourite Sutton Ebony as they get over the 5:31. Then we're going to get the quaddie underway at Sandown. We're on a heavy 9 at Sandown. Some showers forecast. It's been okay at the moment though, and just like the opening leg of the quaddie in Sydney, Brad, this is pretty tricky.
It is pretty tricky, yeah. I've landed on number 9, Cyclone Sally here. Just didn't mind the last run at Sandown on the lakeside track. Just faded late there, led and just got caught. But the effort at Con prior to that in a benchmark 58, won by 6 lengths with 61 kilos, the quickest of 3 1,469 metre races on the day as well. So the overall figures were good. Had form around Visionary prior to that, albeit beaten a long way, and beat Seacole 4 back there at Pakenham. So I just think likes the wet grounds, 4 from 12 on soft, placed on heavy in the before. So 9, 1, 10 and 2. I'll touch on a few of the others after this, but 9 Cyclone Sally on top for me for the good gate.
Here's the 11th at Gawler.
After this, but 9 Cyclone Sally on top for me.
Boxers, this is race number 11 of the day, and 2 reserves get runs here. Fetus Eagle goes from 1 and Court Jester goes from 2. Late scratching out of the race, number 5, Cherries on Fire, the late one here. Favourite $2, Sutton Ebony for Jack Williams. Box 8, the favourite $2, $3.10 for Luxury Rocks. And Vadim Ros Trains and Finis Eagle off the inside draw now. Ed Kowalewski as they move in. Last few being loaded away. Court Jester at $12, hot return $16. And the green light on. We're set to race. Race 11 here at Gawler Greyhounds. They're right to go. Ready and racing, and speed coming from the inside. Finnis Eagle, Court Jester. Now Sutton Ebony burning up and going with it. Luxury Rocks, they go to the back. Sutton Ebony really pouring the pressure on. Got over to lead out by 3 now on Luxury Rocks. 4 away came Hot Return, and 3 away Court Jester and Finnis Eagle. Down the back it's Sutton Ebony away by 4. Luxury Rocks doing the chasing. 5 away came Hot Return, but stretching away Sutton Ebony to the corner. Well clear over Luxury Rocks, and the Fave's going to romp it in. Sutton Ebony by 4. Second Luxury Rocks, third Court Jester, then Hot Return, and back toward the tail Finnis Eagle. The time here is around 30 and 80.
Sutton Ebony takes our race number 11 at Gawler. Short prices to boot. Luxury Rocks and Court Jester, the minors, in behind. Here in a very interesting race number 5 at Sandown over the 1400 metres. Kicks off quaddie tickets. And Cyclone Sally on top for you, Brad Davidson, at $5.50. But a stack of hopes.
Yeah, a stack of hopes here behind it, that's for sure. I went 9, 1, 10 and 2. Kirabui there, the toppy. The mare assuming has to carry the 61.5 here, but has won the 4 from 6, including a victory over Le Chevalier. Last preparation back in May last year on the hillside track. So I think it's definitely got something to offer. A couple of jump outs there at Cranbourne in the latest over 1200. So I always like them having a jump out over that sort of trip if they're resuming over the 1400. And did win first up 1400 a couple of preparations ago. So can definitely feature here the lightly raced, good winning strike rate type of horse. 10 Meltdown thrown in third pick behind those two here. Was a good last start winner at Pakenham. 6 starters, 2 placings out of it. Just the last 3 runs have all been on the home track. Now comes to Sandown. Got to bring that form here. And 2 Our Medina there. A first up winner at Majura. Quickest of 3 1400 metre races on the day. A couple of winners out of the race as well to frank it. So definitely in the mix too. 9, 1, 10, 2.
Into $5 for Cyclone Sally, and Damien Oliver aboard Min Ying at the favourite, firming into $3.90 as we get out to Terry. Cyclone Sally and Damien Oliver aboard Min Ying at the favourite, firming into $3.90.
Conditions. Lorette to be the last. So they're nearly set to go. Good money, Min Yinga. She hasn't won for a while, but she looks ready. $4.80 into $3.80. All set. Racing, Sonia slow to go. Florent Pitcher 1 went back after the start. Few looking for the front. Out far Cyclone Sally leading Our Medina. Coming across very quickly as Meltdown. Mingyinga began well, but she's going to drift back as Cyclone Sally rushes 2 in front of Meltdown Lady Doro. Our Medina not far away as they get fully into stride, and they were followed by Karabui on the fence. A length away Mingyinga deep out around Pitcher 1. Sonia Florent last of all. Cyclone Sally in front led 2 lengths. In second Meltdown getting a perfect camp. 2 lengths away running third Lady Doro. Mingyinga wide out. Karabui on the fence, and between runners is Al Medina. A length and a half Sonia Picture 1 and Florent last. Cyclone Sally has extended the lead. Down by the 700 metres mark. 4 or 5 in front of Meltdown chasing. 3 Lady Doro. 2 lengths away Mingyinga coming off the bit from Karabui Al Medina. Florent well back with Picture 1, and last of all as they turn Sonia. Cyclone Sally's got a full head of steam up. She is revelling in the conditions. At the 400, she's 5 in front of Meltdown and showing no signs of distress at the moment. 3 lengths away, Lady Doro, Mingyinga, Florent running on. Cyclone Sally gets down to the 200, 5 in front. Meltdown desperate, 3 lengths away, Lady Doro, but Cyclone Sally is absolutely flying through the wet. She is absolutely destroying her rivals. This is a blistering win by Cyclone Sally. Won it by 5 lengths, second going to Meltdown, third Lady Doro from Mingyinga. The back markers never got into the race. Nothing did. Karabui, Florent, well back. Al Medina pulling up quickly from Picture 1 and Sonia last in.
Big dominant win for Cyclone Sally. Well found, Brad. They didn't mess around with the ride.
Yeah, I was due, Tim, today, that's for sure. But you're not wrong. Straight to the front and never ever looked like getting beaten, did it? I thought maybe the last 100 it was going to start to tire, but never looked likely and just kept going. Well done.
Quaddie's underway at Sandown. A break in Richmond.
Never looked likely and just kept going. Well done.
Quaddie's underway at Sandown. A break in Richmond.
My life, my life, my life, my life in the sunshine.
thought she was scared of the blower. Your turn, Chloe! But she wasn't. She wasn't afraid of anything. I've honestly never seen a kid enjoy something like she did that day.
So much so, she refused to have a bath.
Because I want to take the epic home with me.
And we'd really like to apologise to housekeeping for that.
Hey. Oi, it's a shame Harry's locked out, because we're locking in the best possible starting price with the lock from Tab. By activating the lock when placing a tote win bet, you can be confident that if Tab's fixed starting price is better, you'll be paid the difference in cash. And if the lock doesn't activate, you can use it again. The lock, only on your Tab app.
Open the door. Open the door, dude.
Tab, long may we play.
Stay in control. Leave before you lose it. Gamble responsibly.
Just these and things and flowers. My life, my life, my life, my life, and the sunshine.
Alrighty, getting the first at Richmond underway over the 3:20, 12 to get through on the card. Good in fine conditions. Von Chaos goes around mighty short in the first. It's had the one start at the races, was 3 days ago here at Richmond. Topped the 3:20, went around a $7 chance, was beaten a length and a half behind Tap Out Mini. It's box number 1 here this afternoon into $1.50. Feel the Chaos at $4.40 and $8 for Two Mates goes off box number 6. Russell Veach at the track for the first. Chaos at $4.40 and $8 for Two Mates goes off box number
First, Von Chaos likes $1.50. Timmy, good afternoon. Sky Racing 1, nice to have your company under beautiful sunny skies here today. A top of 20 degrees expected. A lovely winter's day for the 12 race card, of course. The big one coming up on a Friday night with the Heats of the Oaks and the Derby over the 5:20, 4 of each of same. And then the big final coming up, of course, next Friday night. So in the first, Von Chaos placed on debut, showed some speed after just finding its feet. $1.45 on Chaos. Feel the Chaos has been supported. Thank you, Simon. Feel the Chaos 11s to $3.80, back out to $4.40. Greyhounds moving over now. So the debutante Feel the Chaos for Paul Bonner, but Mapunga Blazer has had some admirers. No money for the other debutante, Psycho Sid for Johnny Rudd. It's 6 out to 16. About to be locked away for the first, the free entry at Richmond Race Club Maiden over the 320 metres. And Von Chaos is being pushed in. Landmore Pick likewise and Psycho Set. Small Steps, Big Eddie Spiral, Two Mates and Feel the Chaos. They'll be almost set to go here for the first. So Von Chaos into $1.50 now as the last one's been locked away, Two Mates. And red light turns to green, Provocateur on the way for the first on this beautiful sunny afternoon here at Richmond this set. Ready, racing, Von Chaos begin nicely. Feel the Chaos, spare to the early lead though. Will lead from the favourite, followed by Small Steps, Big Eddie Spiral, then Small Steps, Lenmore Picks running on, a minute away, Two Mates and Psycho Sid. Feel the Chaos is ripped away on the home corner, 6 in front of Von Chaos, followed by Big Eddie Spiral. It's a chaos affair. It's won by 6 lengths, Feel the Chaos over Von Chaos and Big Eddie Spiral. Fourth in, a terrific go. Give it to Lenmore Pick in front of Small Steps, Psycho Sid, Two Mates. 18 and 14.
Feel the Chaos, beating Von Chaos and Big Eddie Spiral back in third. Shorty goes under, out to 6.90. You return the winner. Here at Doomben for race number 5, we get over the 16.60. Special for Bernadette Cooper is Tarex, who resumed over the 13.50. Settled midfield and closed off strong, beating Berdini's Girl by 2. A nice win resuming. That was win 2, start number 5. A special off that effort for Bernadette Cooper to beat the other chance in the betting. That is Majestic Colour. 5-2-8-9. Majestic Colour's had the 2 runs back. Last start effort over the 1,700 metres. Put 4 on them there at Ipswich. And the Eagle Farm 1,400 winner prior to that, beating Champagne Pop. So he comes back to the 16.60 slightly. Rise of Duport threw it inside at $8.50 and $14 for Paredo. And Royal Ballet for Chris Leakes at $14 as well. With 40 seconds off a jump, both Michael Maxworthy and Bernadette Cooper tipping Tarex. Bernie with a special into $2.30. Been popular in the betting as well. Here's Josh Fleming. Bernie with a special into $2.30.
About 6 to move in here.
Here's Josh Fleming.
So nearly half the field locked away. Thank you, Tim, for race 5 to kick off the quaddie, where Tarex has been well backed into outright favourite number 5 ahead of Majestic Colour. Just a vet report about Ring of Steel in race number 2, who loomed up early in the home straight but dropped out quite sharply. Pulled up with blood in the mouth, Ring of Steel, and making an abnormal respiratory noise as well. So Ring of Steel, who was in the market race 2, blood in the mouth after the event, and also displaying an abnormal respiratory noise. Now, Gauntlet, Royal Ballet, Rosa Dewporth look like they'll be the last to go up into line here. Rosa Dewporth going in with Royal Ballet. And Gauntlet will go forward and complete the line. So Tarex jumping our favourite, been well supported here. Gate number 4, Rosa Dewporth, in attendance in with her. Getting a head down in the barrier. Tarex on the hop as well. So Rosa Dewporth, a bit of a trouble child at the moment. Light still blinks away. We should be right now. They're racing. And Rosa Dewporth and Majestic Colour both began well. Tarex about 5th early. Perito's going forward, handy as well as Painted Black. And Royal Ballet coming over from out wide. But Perito the leader from 2nd. Now is Royal Ballet, 3rd Majestic Colour. And Painted Black is 4th the outside. And Tarex is 5th now. And then we've got Rosa Dewporth back nearer the inside there as they wend their way up towards the 12.50. Diasonic the outer. 3rd last Sovereign Legend, and further back to Gauntlet, and Glacier Bear's a length and a half away. So Perito by 2, 2nd Royal Ballet, 3rd the inside is Majestic Colour, and working up into 4th now is Tarex. He might be 3 wide down the back though. Painted Black, and they're clear from Rosa Dewporth and also Diasonic, a length and a half to Sovereign Legend. Gauntlet 2nd last the inside, and Glacier Bear's a length and a half away. So Perito here from 2nd Royal Ballet, and 3rd is Majestic Colour. Tarex has been 3 wide. He's had no luck. Painted Black is 5th. And Diasonic up to the 6th over on the outside of Rosa Dewporth. A length and a quarter to Sovereign Legend. Gauntlet 2nd last the inside. And Glacier Bear still last of all at the 500. So Perito from Royal Ballet. Tarex has been 3 wide. Next one there is Majestic Colour. Diasonic creeping forward. And then Painted Black, and Rosa Dewporth is back nearer the inside. And Glacier Bear right towards the outside. The heavens have opened up for Majestic Colour though. Shot through. Tarex has been wide trying to go with this leader. And then we've got Diasonic out wider, further back to Rosa Dewporth, but Majestic Colour in full flight, kicked about 3 lengths in front here. 50 metres left to go. Rosa Dewporth's up to 2nd, but Majestic Colour wins again. 2nd Rosa Dewporth, unlucky 3rd Tarex, followed by Gauntlet, good late. Diasonic covered a bit of ground, followed further back by Painted Black, Sovereign Legend, Glacier B, Royal Ballet, and Perito pulled up at the rear.
Majestic Colour going very good. 3 for 3 now this preparation. Win 3, start number 5. James Orman chalks another up, 2.50, and $1.30 beats Rise of Dewporth, and Tarex is back in 3rd, 2.85 at Doomben after their 5th, and quaddie tickets underway. The Meadows race number 10, we're about a minute away from the start. Into 260 is on the run. Fitzroy Bale off box number 6, the main challenger at 3.50. Sunisha Bales at 4.40, 5.50 Mars Rover, and the 8 is a 9.50 chance. So just the 5 of them to go around. And box number 1, the eyes for favourite punters. Brendan Delaney likes 1.624, the way he splits the small field. Strathalbyn race number 4 inside the next 5 minutes. We'll follow the Meadows. The way he splits the small field. Strathalbyn race number 4 inside the next 5 minutes. We'll follow the Meadows.
2.85 and 1, and a popular start to the quaddie. First leg taking it out with favourite James Orman's had 2 winners. Jimmy Byrne has also had a double at Doomben today. Robbie Fradd is your other winning rider. Meadows race 10.
At the start. At the start. Runners are at the boxes here. This is race number 10 on the program. Runners are at the boxes here. This is race number 10 on the program. So the Greyhounds up at the start. 3rd last here from the Meadows, 2.50 on the run, 3.20 the tote. Fitzroy Bale, 3.10, 3.60 the tote as these runners move in. So on the run will be boxed first, then Mars Rover, Sunisia Bale, Fitzroy Bale, Cephalopod Quid. So on the run will be boxed first, then Mars Rover, Sunisia and they'll be set to go. Cephalopod Quill, the outside, has been 14 into 9, now 9.50. Green light, stand by for a start, race number 10.
They're ready. Racing, beginning well. Mars Rover nearer the inside. Cephalopod Quill from out deep. Masters. Fitzroy Bale goes forward as well. Just got onto the hind there. A Cephalopod Quill as they met the first turn, and Fitzroy Bale snuck away. Mars Rover followed the rails to second. Cephalopod Quill now third, with on the run deeper. Synestia Bale last. Off the back, Fitzroy Bale 4 in front. Mars Rover leads the chart, getting dragged out. Synestia Bale on the run is running on around the turn. Fitzroy Bale leads. Mars Rover looms. Ladies on the run over the top. On the run, a big win. Got up to beat Mars Rover. Synestia Bale regathered itself to run third and beating Fitzroy Bale home. Then Cephalopod Quill in 30 and 89.
And it's on the run, beating Mars Rover. Does the 4 get there for third? Possibly. Probably. 4 or 6 for 30s, the 4. 1, 2, 4, the Meadows 10. We go straight to Strathalbyn, 90 seconds away over the 1600 metres to kick off the quaddies down in South Oz. A little bit funny, into 380 after plenty of north of $4 was bet today. Opened up 480, in fact, hit 5, now into $3.80. Down the track, doing plenty of work up in trip over the 2,050 metres, rolling forwards. There's a 30 to 1 pop, beaten 5 behind Malion Club. Was third over the 1600 metres this track. Was beaten 4 behind Insaf. Was a $4 chance prior to that. Just the 3 wins from 58 career starts. Drawn Well's going to go off clear top pick. From 440, Fight for Freedom, Sawtell 480 and $7 ready for a Moe. Gets gate number 2. $13 or better the rest of the field. Leg number 1 of the quaddies at Strathalbyn. Here's Tim Edwards. $13 or better the rest of the field.
He's won a race, but he can bob up. A little bit funny. I've seen him, remember him running a really big race in town on a Saturday once at cricket score odds. Well, he can bob up, and the punters think he's going to arrive today and break a very long streak of losses. So Sparkling Ross is about, or Splashing Ross is about to move up. Ready for a Moe, waiting its turn. Sir Mays has gone in. So also has Sawtell. He's another one that doesn't win out of turn, but Garrett Lynch on Radio Tab this morning was very confident about his chances with Sawtell. Space Equity's been specced at odds. The stable looking for a double. Now here is Ready for a Moe, about to take her position. So we're getting close. Now the toppy Halaros still out with Fight for Freedom, who's waiting its turn to come up. Thought he had a good chance here, Fight for Freedom. Halaros still out. There's another one back there too, Sefton, and there might be one more. Might be Moss the Boss. So we're getting close as we look at the market one last time. 380, a little bit funny. 390 Fight for Freedom, $7 Ready for a Moe. Sefton meanwhile takes its spot. So Vorster gets back aboard, a little bit funny, and Halarost is about to load with Moss the Boss, one of the roughies. So we're just about set. First leg of the quaddie. Good luck if you've had a crack. Now there's a riderless horse there, number 8. So a little bit funny that is. So Vorster is actually in the gates, but the horse was not there. Now it is. And this is the one they've backed. This has been heavily backed. Just about set. So Sawtell the inside. They're all in the gates. Light blinks. Ready now. And racing, Sawtell jumped well off the inside. He began a lot better than what he has been and is looking to hold a position here. Ready for a Moe and a little bit funny are up there contesting it from Fight for Freedom, and Halarost is going forward with Moss the Boss. It's a real charge up front, and Halarost wanted to get over and lead. A little bit funny's got the rail, and there's one out deep, Moss the Boss going forward as well. Now they're 2 lengths clear of Fight for Freedom, 3rd or 4th now. On the outside there of moving through Ready for a Moe. Speed looked to be good. Sawtell midfield the rail with the white cap from Sir Mays. Then Splashing Rosser. 2 back then to Space Equity and Sefton last of all. The speed was turned on mid-race and Halarost had the lead. Moss the Boss out deep and a little bit funny's getting no rest back on the rail. That trio are a length and a half clear of Ready for a Moe. Then came behind those. We've got moving into it Fight for Freedom in the red silks. Is coming off the rail Ready for a Moe. Taking its spot was Sawtell the rail. Then Sir Mays. race. Space Equity and Sefton last of all. 5.50 to go. Moss the Boss hit the lead. Little bit funny, still got the rail. Out deep, Fight for Freedom moves up as they're commencing the run to the corner. Then came Splashing Rosser. Sir Mays gets right to the outside. Moss the Boss, the roughie, had the lead, but Fight for Freedom's right there. And they're about to turn a length and a half on Sir Mays. Sawtell got held up as Fight for Freedom struck the lead. Moss the Boss tries to go with it, and they break well clear. Running into third, Sir Mays about 3 lengths away, but Fight for Freedom's in front and went for home inside the 100. Fight for Freedom from Moss the Boss, who's running some sort of a race, but Fight for Freedom wins. Moss the Boss, what sort of a run was him? Third was Sir Mays and fourth was Sawtell, got badly held up at a vital stage. Then came, next in, we had Ready for a Moe, Space Equity, a little bit funny. Well, it got absolutely gassed. Further back in the field came Sefton, Splashing Rosser, and Halla Ross was up there in the speed duel, but dropped out to run last.
Fight for Freedom for Todd Panel at $3.70, $1.60 beats Moss the Boss, and Sir Mays back in third. They're at the boxes, almost on start times. We stay in South Oz and head to Gawler for race number 12, $2.15 for Craggy Island. The fave in the last of box number 8 with Brenton. For race number 12, $2.15 for Craggy Island.
Green starts $2.15, $3.40 Prussian Spirit, $3.90 Toby West and Demolition at $7.50. A field of 4 for the final race of the day. This is the mixed graded 3, 4 and 5, and they are behind the start. Race number 12. Craggy Island at $2.20 on the tab fixed. $3.60 Prussian Spirit, $3.80 Toby West and Demolition at $8. Runners are being placed away, so they're moving in. Green light is on. Best of luck putters last year at Gawler Greyhounds. $2.20 for Craggy Island. They're set. Racing. Craggy Island second and third away. Demolition out best early now. Craggy Island moving up to the first bend. It's really keen to punch over to the rail, but booting up. Demolition holding it. They bump together and around them. Toby West got the lead. So Toby West led. Second Craggy Island 2.5 away. 3 to Demolition and then Prussian Spirit off the back. Toby West away by 3. Over Craggy Island a couple away. Demolition and Prussian Spirit, but turning it's all Toby West. Well clear over Craggy Island, Demolition, and Toby West takes the last. Toby West by 4. Demolition second, Craggy Island third, and then Prussian Spirit. The time here is around 31 seconds, 31.06 the run.
Toby West, dominant, takes out the last Gawler. 2 probably over 8s for the Miners. Off to Albion Park, race number 2, 90 seconds away from a jump, into $1.45. Lord Uri, clearly the one to beat, says the market. Jared Wessel would agree. So does the team at the Tab Late Mail. Jared goes 1, 6, 8 and 4. Fifth event, Randwick off the back. There's been good money for incentive. It's into $5 and clear fave, $6.50 the rest of the field. It's in a race with plenty of speed, Brad. Maybe a Shurla just tucks in behind.
Yeah, I'm hoping so. Yeah, I didn't mind this race. I thought it was one of the standout races on the program. I backed a couple of horses here. 14 and 9, 14 Shurla and 9 Shellstar. I thought they both run well just off this hot speed. Shurla been trialling well. Bolted in first up last prep in Queensland. If you can reproduce that here on the dry ground over 1,000, I think it'll go very close. 9 Shellstar, won 2 from 3 last preparation. Did it in really good style too. Beat Rita May one day, which is pretty good form, and has been trialling nicely leading in. 12 Incentive, I'll throw it in there. I think it's a little bit short now, considering it's a 900 metre Albury win at the home track on debut, first up as they're gelding, but they're in the mix too. 14, 9, 12, and 1 Baby Wong, who's got a bit of class, but a bit of weight to carry. But yeah, I back the 14 and 9, worried about the 12 all the same.
And $8.50 into 5. Incentive has been the move as the favourite. Randwick on the Kensington track for race number 5. That will be after Albion Park. Incentive has been the move as the favourite.
It's their races 5, 7, 9 and 10. Starting signals being given now for race 2. So they're about to be called forward. Thanks, Tim, and thanks, Merck. We're getting close to a start. 140, Lord Uri, the favourite, well supported, down from 150. We've got a number of short price favourites right throughout the program. Favourite backers got off to a good start with Ablett Hayes scoring around about the 220 mark. Off box number 1, let's see what Lord Uri can do here as the green light's being switched on.
Second maiden heat of the afternoon. Field of 7. We're ready to jump. Set. Racing, Lord Yuri left midfield. Good pace out of Turmoil, who's going to lead. Lord Yuri tracks it through to second, third Dance Club, fourth Girls a Battler. Then came Lonely Tuna further back in the field, Sent from Heaven, and Mahi misses last of all. Dance Club now takes over from out of Turmoil. Shuffle back Lord Yuri, study to make ground Girls a Battler, and then came Sent from Heaven. It's Dance Club in front though. There's a wall chasing, charging Lord Yuri, but Dance Club hangs on. Dance Club either beats Lord Yuri or out of Turmoil. Fourth's a photo as well, Girls a Battler from Lonely Tuna. They were followed then by Sent from Heaven, and Mahi missed the tail ender in around 23 and 5.
Okay, so Dance Club takes out race number 2 from Albion Park out to $19. S-Tab, $7 for place tickets. Second and third to come. We'll flash it on screen for you. Going back for race number 5, the Kensington Track at Randwick, into $5 incentive. Draws gate number 11 for Tyler Schiller as the fave. $6.50 Shell Star. $7 the Rockwell Scale. Sneaky Page $7.50. All these been solid. $7.50 Zeta Rita, and Schiller's $8.50 now $9 chance. $12 for Dollar Magic Headlines, the double figure chances. How do you see this race being run, Brad?
Yeah, I think there's going to be good speed early, Tim. They do look to be plenty of speedsters in this race. I'm just hoping it works out for a horse like a Schiller who can probably just tuck in behind that, maybe third the fence, pull out at the right time. It's going to need to get out a little bit wider. They seem to be coming today, so that was always going to be a little niggle, but I'll stick with it, even though it is on the drift, which is never ideal late in the piece. But 14 to beat the 9, who I'm also on Shell Star, I think is a really good chance. Sets up nicely from the good draw. Bit of time for a last preparation. This filly only defeat behind the likes of Keikoku, who looked pretty good, and then obviously had an issue at its only other arm where it SP'd short and was too bad to be true. So I think they can both run really well, 14 and 9, but 12, respecting the market move, obviously trialled very well, then won very nicely first up there over the 900, albeit on the home track. So it needs to bring that to town. It's a fair jump, and I think it's fair to say the second horse that day that it beat was beaten 4.6 lengths. It's come out since and been beaten 5.3 lengths in a Wagga Maiden, so that's always a bit of a concern for me, but did run time all the same, and one Baby Wonga thrown in their fourth pick, but 14, 9, 12 and 1.
Brad's best value was Schurler at $9.50. Just saw Josh Parr out of the saddle on Sneaky Page on official start time. Let's get out for an update with Darren Flindell.
We're still waiting on one arrival, and that's the favourite Incentive, who's just cruising past the 800-metre mark. So thanks, Tim. Like all the races here today, they've been so wide open. In fact, the starter is calling them in now. So Psycho's gone forward there in the Triple Crown jacket, and Schurler bounces through into gate number 1. Got a field of 13 running here over the 1,000 metres, and Baby Wong, who resumes today as a gelding off 2 trials, moves into the gate, Baby Wong. So Incentive, the 3-year-old from Albury, is the favourite, but it's $5.50, $6 the field here. Incentive won by a big space in the maiden at Albury. Last time it was over 905 metres. Going around in the 1,000-metre race here, Dollar Magic right, and Shiriki goes forward. Ellen Hennessy with a claim on Shiriki. Now Zeta Rita about to move in from a wider draw, and Wolf Queen out of line. And also the Arrowfield filly, Shell Star, was able to win 2 out of 3 in her first preparation, and chased home Casino Kid at the Musselbrook Trials. Paul Massara booking National Willer for the ride, so Shell Star goes in, the Shalar filly. And we're getting close. Looks like Zeta Rita might be the last to move in. Yep, Zeta Rita goes forward, so the light is on now. And we're ready for race 5 at Kensington. Field of 13 running. $6 the field. Gates are back now, and they're off and racing. No speed by Sneaky Page or but T. Goss, and Extravagant Lad jump well from Baby Wonga. Shell Star and Rockwell Scale quickly on the scene. Dollar Magic hunting through. Together with a Schurler is getting an inside run, but Rockwell Scale is going to lead on, settling here from Dollar Magic and a Schurler. And Shell Star fourth now from Extravagant Lad. Further back to Sneaky Page, railing through from Baby Wong. Now, the favourite Incentive is caught 3 wide, no cover, or forced a bit deeper. Further back to Wolf Queen from Watigos, Psycho, Zetarita, and last of all is Shiriki as they straighten up, and the Rockwell scale in front. At the 300 metres, from Dollar Magic, Shellstar revved up, running on well. Then Extravagant Lad and Sneaky Page getting to the outside. Shellstar lead to the 150. Shellstar in front by a length to Sneaky Page, lengthening. Shellstar in front from Sneaky Page, and Shellstar does it again. Shellstar resumes from the break to beat Sneaky Page, and Extravagant Lad third just in front of Dollar Magic. Clear then from Watigos has made up ground. Further back to Zetarita. Psycho with some headway from Rockwell Scale. Then came a Shirler from Shiriki. Baby Wong Incentive was pretty wide the trip, and Wolf Queen was last to finish.
Shellstar, Nash Rawilla, 740 and 250. Takes out race number 5. Handy win, Brad. Just sat behind him, but put him away.
Yeah, it was a nice win, wasn't it? When Sneaky Page was coming late, I thought, might have been a little bit of trouble, but Shellstar a little bit too strong. Nice ride by Nash just behind them, and strong late as Nash always is. Sneaky Page good, Extravagant Lad, and the favourite, well-back favourite, they didn't have a lot of luck. Maybe you forgive him.
Ponyo's top pick here at Belmont for race number 3. It's a 370 chance, 460 for Dance Session. Strape's 550 and $6 for Extra Secret. Gate number 3, Clint Johnston Porter and Adam Durant. Just $9 for Desert Vixen is next best in the betting. Darren McCauley as they move in.
Okay, Peter, thank you. We wait for Dance Session to make her way there. Okay, Peter, thank you. We wait for... Turned out to be a full field of fillies, although it wasn't essentially programmed that way. A full field of fillies. No representation for Colts and Geldings. As Holly Watson brings up Dance Session. Ponyo continues to ease in the market. 360 for Ponyo. Dance Session has gone on in. Ponyo will follow it forward. They'll be right for the third of the day. The Durant stable with Clint Johnston Porter with the first 2 winners here on this afternoon's card. As we wait for the returning Ponyo, daughter of your song. As we wait for the returning Ponyo. About to be brought forward now by rider Chris Parham. There's the red light. Set. To be brought forward now by rider Chris Parham. The fillies stand. Off and racing. Away brilliantly once again. Dance Session. A straight left the gates nicely, and so did Ponyo. Rakiura pushing up on the inside soon after, just in front of Honeydew. There followed further back Dadira, then came on settling down Extra Secret, who only had a couple behind it getting going. There Desert Vixen, and back last of all is Fatale Femme at the 550, and it's Dance Session leading the way for Watson by a length and a half. The favourite Ponyo second. They've broken 3 clear of Honeydew, Rakiura and a Strape, who's out there covering ground. Behind those then came Extra Secret when they balance up down on the rails Dadira, and followed further back behind those is Desert Vixen at the 250, and Dance Session collared by Ponyo. A Strape joins in down the outside. Running on is Desert Vixen. They've headed Dance Session now as a Strape reaches the lead. It's a Strape about a half a length in front. Getting through late is Extra Secret, but the Schnitzel filly wins it. A Strape goes home to score from Extra Secret coming late. On the outside, Desert Vixen close up. Then wider out Fatale Femme from the back of the field. Over on the inside, Dance Session. Ponyo dropped out, then Dadira. Honeydew is next home, and the last of them to salute is Rakiura.
Straight for Brad Rawilla, $6 at 210, beats Extra Secret, and Desert Vixen is back in third, 175 at Belmont after race number 3. As we go to the Meadows for race number 11 on the program, 50 seconds away from a jump, 260. Nateo Bale, favourite, it's been firm, and Brendan Delaney's tipping it. 6th event at Sandowns off the back of that. Mark of the man, Brad Davidson. It's been good on heavy tracks, it's past 2.
Yeah, been going really well, this horse. I thought the last 2 runs have been full of merit. One at Warrnambool, 2 back on that heavy 10, and then last time out on the Lakeside track was up on a very strong speed, sat outside lead just to add to that, and kept finding to be beaten a length and a half by the Swooper Gatecrash, who has been disappointing since, I must admit, but I just think he's going really well. He puts himself there. He's the style of horse I want to back up on speed. That's very tough and hard to get past late. So 7, 6, 17 and 8. I'll touch on a few of the others later, but 7 on top for me.
The Meadows 11 almost on start time.
7, 6, 17 and 8. I'll touch on a few
Second
of the others
last.
later, but 7 on top for me.
And the starting signal about to come through here for the Second last from the Meadows. And the starting single about to come through. Nateo Bale is the favourite here. $4.60 to $3.40 now. $3.60 Webley Cruiser. The white for Corey Greenfell holds the call here as the starting signal comes through. Winning run came to an end here last week behind Love As Bale. Sugar Freak, Nateo Bale and Sweet Emily first row. Solius, Love As Bale, Webley Cruiser second line. 6 to run here. Green light is on. Stand by race 11. They're ready and racing. Outside trio much faster to leave. Love As Bale, Sweet Emily get across. Sugar Freak through into third with Solia sweeping deeper. Then Webley Cruiser. Nateo Bale last and 7 off the leader. Love As Bale went into the back 2.5 clear. Sweet Emily in second placing. Solius trying to wind up right on his tail. Webley Cruiser. Then Sugar Freak. Nateo Bale with a mountain to climb from back there because Love As Bale's going well. Is going to swing in 5 or 6 in front of Love As Bale. Hugged the rail, far too speedy for them. Love As Bale first, Sugar Freak second, Webley Cruiser third, Nateo Bale could only beat a couple home. They were Sweet Emily and Solius in 30 and 42.
Okay, so Love As Bale at 650 and 270. Big odd Sugar Freak and Webley Cruiser, no third divvies for third. 6 beats 1 and 8. We go to Sandown. Race number 6 on the program is over the 1800 metres. Second leg of the quaddie. Mark of the Man, well back too. 5 into 350, Brad.
Yeah, well, it's going to love the conditions, no doubt about it. And like I said, I think the last 2 runs have been full of merit. Really good win off a good tempo 2 back. And then 3 winners out of that as well. And then the run on the Lakeside last time out was terrific because I thought it was the run of the race. I know the winners won by a length and a half, but it was a race where they just went 100 miles an hour and set it up for the back markers. So when the on-pace runner's able to grab second and the swoopers are finishing over the top, I always give it an extra tick to that. So 7 Mark of the Man on top to beat the 6 Star Sparks, who looks a progressive enough horse for the Waterhouse and Botyard. Won the 3 from 5 overall, including Hawkesbury second up there over the mile last time out. My only little niggle there was the time wasn't anything to get carried away with, and the second horse, Real Peace, beaten 2.5, has been beaten 4 lengths since at Hawkesbury. So again, talking about that with Lasante in the last race on the Kensington track, similar sort of theory is when the Beaten Brigade have been beaten more the next start in a similar race, we're just a little bit wary. 17, third pick, and 8 also in the mixed mark hold, but 7 I just think makes its own luck on speed, and the market likes it too, which is always a good sign.
Got through a 10 at the Bull. No dramas with a heavy 9 here then.
No, exactly right. I mean, it's pretty testing out there. I don't think it's going to be any issue. We know Warrnambool, when it's wet, it's pretty testing, so there'll be no issue there.
Here's Terry.
The big dinosaur over there. He's a big lump of a lad to move in. Unfair Dismissal will be on the speed, moves up. And so does Impulsor. Mark of the Man 320. Linda comes out to ride. All set. No, he's a fox just hiding behind the barrier. It's pretty hard for him to do. He's a monster. Set to go. All clear, Kevin. Gate swing back and they're off. Mark Colt not flash away with New Zealand Deal. Mark of the Man away fast. Saradek taking him on. Star Sparks on the fence and Unfair Dismissal 4th. Then came Impulsor. Mark Colt on the improve. Shakespeare well back. Rudyard and He's a Fox is the last one. And also New Zealand Deal poking up in the centre about 4th last. Saradek joined by Star Sparks, and the speed is moderate early. Mark of the Man drops in, but 3 out from Unfair Dismissal. Gee, Mark Colt's got right up behind them on the fence running 5th. They were followed by the son of Frankel, and that is Impulsor. He's a big, long, gangly thing. Further back, New Zealand Deal, Shakespeare the fence. Second last, Rudyard, and 2 lengths away is He's a Fox. Coming off the back, front runner is Star Sparks. They have not gone at all quickly here. Brakes are right on, leading Saradek. Mark of the Man happy to sit out wide. Behind them, Mark Colt continues to get a fab run on the fence. Unfair Dismissal the centre. A length away then is Shakespeare, following up behind his stablemate. They're followed by Impulsor, New Zealand Deal. Rudyard coming off the bit, struggling a little, and He's a Fox. Last 7 lengths covers the field. Coming up towards the bend, 700 metres to go. Star Sparks from Saradek and Mark of the Man 3 out. Mark Colt is cantering behind them. They were followed wider out on the track. Impulsor improving. Further back, New Zealand Deal, Unfair Dismissal, Shakespeare. Well back is Rudyard coming to the outside as they turn. In the running now, there's a huge gap for Mark Colt, and he's cruised up on the fence to join the leader, Saradek and Star Sparks. Geez, travelled well, Mark Colt. Then Shakespeare going after his stablemate. They're the big two at the moment. And here comes the Frankel 4-year-old. On the outside, Impulsor going after Shakespeare. Mark Colt might have run his race. On the outside, it's Impulsor. Shakespeare the far side. Impulsor and Shakespeare. Impulsor hits the lead from Shakespeare. Impulsor in front and on debut wins. Goes home to win it narrowly from Shakespeare. Rudyard and Mark Colt might have got there a bit early. Unfair Dismissal, New Zealand Deal, He's a Fox. Mark of the Man never fired today after travelling wide out. Star Sparks dropped out in Saradek.
First up in Australia for the Mar Eustace camp. Over the 1,800 metres, Brad Davidson. Too good.
They're very good, aren't they? The Mar and Eustace yard. I mean, a lot of the times you look at a horse first up at this sort of trip on this ground and you think, no thank you, I couldn't possibly back it. But there are certain stables that you can definitely have a bit of confidence with runners over there. Waterhouse and Bottle one, Mar and Eustace are another. They just get them ready and had a couple of nice jump outs. Obviously hard to line up the form as it always is with imports. I'm no international expert by any means, but that horse has been able to come out, and a lot of them take a prep to acclimatise, but no such thing with this horse.
11.3.17 from Sandown, a break in Richmond.
I see the crystal raindrops fall, and the beauty of it all is when the sun comes shining through.
Luna Rocks, first out, first home. Too good.
And away goes the racing lead. I'll tell you what, there's some very happy people here, and good on them.
A massive day for the racing league. They had a winner in Victoria.
Lethal Thoughts into the clear. Lethal Thoughts driving. Photo finish.
And then they're backed up there with Luna Rocks. Luna Rocks won it by 2.5. They're first-time owners that are getting in for a small amount of money and having 1,000,000% of the fun.
It's a fantastic concept. They're having a ball, and that's what racing's all about.
We look for love, no time for tears. Wasted water's all that is, and it don't make no flowers grow.
Alrighty, the third event at Richmond is over the 401, 50 seconds away from a jump, and $3.10 for Fastlane Fever is our box 7 favourite. We've got Broken Promises, who's having start number 1 at the races, $5.50 into $4. Fay Mercury off the red at 6, 7 for all of the 4, the 5 and the 2, so chances well spread. Then to Doomben, race number 6 at Doomben, Merseyside headlines, pretty open field. We get over the $13.50, the 3-year-olds are 65. Guanso second pick at $4.60, $5 for Duchess Rothsay, and same price for Amathuba, the Freedman camp, and 9 will better the rest of them. $4.40, pretty solid. Merseyside, the favourite, gets gate number 3. More shortly, here's Richmond.
Fashion on debut on the first to the debutant Feel the Chaos. Right, Timmy, thank you. The boxes now for the third race. The Flying Ricardo at stud, a maiden over the 401, and then the 5th grade 520 next. Thank you, Simon. So up next is the 4th race. This is the 5th grade over the 520, and of course the Oaks and Derby heats here on Friday night. Good luck to all with the final the following Friday night, with 40 grand to the winner, the Group 2. But here we've got the 3rd over the 401. The maiden greyhounds are moving over. Fastlane Fever the favourite. Money for the greyhound outside of it. Broken Promises. And on debut for Sam Simonetta by Magic Sprite is 5s to 3.9. So about to be locked away here. Fay Mercury, Flow Magic, Lay Me and Fastlane Fever, the first quartet. Rock On Hatter, Drooby's Edition, Angry N and Broken Promises will be the last 4. We'll be right to go on the Flying Ricardo at stud, the 3rd race over the 401. Red light turns to green. Lure in motion, set 4, race number 3. Ready. It flies fast away was Fay Mercury. Rock On Hunter goes with it, and here's Angry Ann pushing forward to lead. Outside at Fastlane Fever, midfield is Lay Me, then Flow Magic, followed by Broken Promises. Droopy's Edition is out to last as they come to the home corner. Angry Ann tackled by Fastlane Fever. 5 lengths away, Lay Me and Fay Mercury. Angry Ann just in front, but roaring on by. Fastlane Fever got to the front and won it by 2. Second in Angry Ann, followed by Fay Mercury, and 4th to Lay Me.
Will be Fastlane Fever, the $3, spending Angry Ann, and Fay Mercury back in 3rd. He's the 6th now at Doomben. Merseyside is a special for Michael Maxworthy, 4.975 his read, but Merseyside clearly on top. It's a 4.40 chance if you want to follow. Comes off a polytrack win there at the Sunshine Coast over the 1,400 metres. Got the chocolates over Ros of Dewporth. That same Quinella. The other way around when it was second, beaten a length and a half 2 runs ago, again at the Poly track at the Sunshine Coast. On the turf, first up from a 155-day spell, again at the Sunshine Coast over 1,200 metres, got way back. Made some good ground to the line behind Whiteboard at their last start. Fourth up this preparation. Here to Doomben from gate number 3. Guanso's at $4.80, $5.50 for Amathuba and Duchess Rothsay. Next best at $5.50 as well. Open race, second leg of the quaddie as we get out to Josh Fleming. Next best at $5.50.
Next to move in.
Well. Open race, second leg of the quaddie as we get out to Josh Fleming.
And they're loading up well, a wide open affair, very wide open. Merseyside a narrow favourite over Guanso. A little bit of late money for Amathuba. Got a good spec for General Wolf here and a bit of money for Rhiannon and Natalie Ann. But a very wide open affair coming up here. Now we've got 4 to move in. The well-tried General Wolf, King Hammurabi, Durrani and Duchess Rothsay are the ones that we wait to move forward here. Sunshine Coast racing on Friday, a twilight meeting there, and of course Ipswich Cup Day coming up Saturday. Numbers are good on the track, and the crowd numbers will be through the roof again, as we know. Now, General Wolf has walked up into line and only waiting for King Hammurabi and Duchess Rothsay to move in and will be right to run. 13.50, our best starting point here at Doomben. And we're nearly right to go. King Hammurabi, the last one to go forward. Red light turned on, stand by. And they've all moved in. Right to run. Good line. Still holds. Hits the button now, racing. That's a miracle. Amathuba both began well, and going forward as well, there was Rhiannon the inside. So Rhiannon's got the lead away from Amathuba. Third is King Hammurabi. Fourth now is Guanso. 50 inside Merseyside going forward quickly. Durrani trapped out but pressing on. That's a miracle had gone back. And then we've got Nets back near the outside, General Wolf, and also Late Night Devil. Duchess Rothsay second last, and Natalie Ann's about 3 lengths away. So Rhiannon's got the lead. Second is Amathuba, and third the inside there is Merseyside. Rolling forward is King Hammurabi, followed further back by Guanso, Late Night Devil, Durrani, and there's one trapped out going forward, General Wolf out 3 wide, and then we've got Duchess Rothsay, who's third last near the inside there. Oh, that's a miracle, and last of all is still Natalie Ann at the 5.50. Rhiannon from Amathuba, and third out 3 wide there is King Hammurabi. General Wolf is coming even wider. That's a miracle. We'll have to get right towards the outside. Both Guanso, Merseyside look for the way clear, and back behind those is Durrani. Rhiannon here has been tackled and headed clearly by, first of all, Amathuba, and in turn now King Hammurabi the outside. Guanso running home, and also Durrani as well. King Hammurabi, Amathuba, Guanso the outside. They come to the line. King Hammurabi's in front. King Hammurabi's one from Guanso and Amathuba. Photo fourth, Merseyside, Durrani, followed by Late Night Devil, Rhiannon, and then General Wolf, Natalie Ann. That's a miracle, and Duchess Rothsay pulled up at the rear.
Inside just holds on, 13. That's a big odds too. $37.30, $9 for place tickets. Guanso just misses, and Amathuba back in third on the inside. So 13.25 from Doomben after race number 6, staying in Queensland. Got the third event at Albion Park. Fast approaching, 90 seconds off a jump. We get over the 395 and 220 for Swift Rascal, box number 8. Fave, a winner beating Hello Mike, went off $1.50 chance when I put a couple of lengths on them in 22.73 the run. That was a week ago. And $1.90, just out to 2.30 late. A little bit of support for Burnt Snags and Stolen Jade off boxes 2 and 3, drawn inside the Faith. We're a minute away from a jump. Then to Strathalbyn, and the last at the Meadows, all inside the next 7-8 minutes or so. Richmond not too far away as well. Let's get to Albion Park. Here's Jared. The next 7-8 minutes.
Now this favourite Swift Rascal.
Let's get to Albion Park. Here's Jared.
So they're about to come forward. Thanks, Tim. This is the Garrard Sauce and Hound Novice over the 395 metres. So Swift Rascal odds on out to 225. Winner last time out in 22.73 off box 6. Has 8 here. And if you can repeat that performance, Swift Rascal looks the one to beat. 225. Late Burnt Snags, $3.60 out to $4. Then Stolen Jade, who's 7 into 5 late, drawn in box number 2. Pretty consistent type. Last five starts read a win and 3 minor placings with a 4th as well. So there's each way support for Stolen Jade down to 5. Dacey's Ricky 7 back to 750. So Swift Rascal will run the favourite as the starting signal's now been given. 225 back to 215 late. Garrard's Horse and Hound Novice over the 395 metres. Dance Club took out race number 2, the second maiden heat in 23.56. Albert Hayes taking out the first in 22.59. So we are just about set now for the third. Albert Hayes taking out the first. Last couple placed away. Light about to go to green. There it is. Favourite draw on the outside box, Swift Rascal, and we're set to go. Ready for action. Racing, Swift Rascal got away midfield. Pace from Burnt Snags, who finds the front initially from Stolen Jade, who's tracking through, followed Dacey's Ricky and then Swift Rascal. They were followed further back by Karuba, and then came Danny's on Fire from Bad Boy Bud and Zoom Zoom Zoe last of all. It's Burnt Snags in front though, has it by 4 lengths to Stolen Jade, and then Swift Rascal making late ground, but it's all Burnt Snags. Gets clear late to win by 7. Stolen Jade second, third Swift Rascal, fourth Karuba. They were followed next over the line then by Dacey's Ricky. From back towards the end, Zoom Zoom Zoe in company with Danny's on Fire and Bad Boy Bud. And the time will be confirmed very shortly.
So Burnt Snags beats Stolen Jade, and Swift Rascal is back in third. 3-2-8, Albion Park. As we get to Strathalbyn, race number 5 here at Strath. We'll get over the 1100 metres, a benchmark 54 waiting for us for the second leg of the quaddie. 350 into 290 Sitting Bull. Plenty of support. It was the Mount Gambier circuit, a benchmark 58. That was only over the 900 metres there last start. It's been half a length by Old Time Rock up to the 11. And it's only 1 from 14 over the 1100 metres. Looking for win 3. It's start number 17, its career. 3 kilos off the back. It's gate number 4. Cartier Tiara draws wide. It's a $4 chance. $7.50 for BOK and Marshall Dillon out to $8. Sitting Bulls on top for Tim Edwards. We're a minute away from a jump. The Meadows race number 12 is off the back inside the next 5. Richmond not too far away, and we're getting through this Randwick program as well on the Kensington track this afternoon. Third leg of the quaddie. A very early peak ahead. Timmy Clark and Bjorn Baker combined. It's into 3:40. He's a hot shot. More closer to start time. Let's get to Tim Edwards, Strathalbyn.
On heavy tracks as well. BOK pick-up ride for Baron Vorster's won on a heavy before, so he's having his second run back on the turf here. Of course, he raced up at Alice Springs there for a couple of starts. As they move in, M. Bryan wouldn't totally be shocked if he pulled out a run here. He's got a heavy wind to his name as well. Celtic Bell comes in. They're moving up. Here is M. Bryan. Liberty Blue we await upon with Marshall Dillon. Decisive Heart, Cartier Tiara and Sitting Bull. There's about 4 or 5 to load here, race 5. We had a big downpour of rain on the way up here, but since we've been on track, there hasn't been any rain, so we might get through. This is race 5. Still 2 to come after this. Our Liberty Blue comes up. That'll leave Decisive Heart and Cartier Tiara, and they'll be right to run. So we're just about set here. Sitting Bull's going off the favourite. It's drawn gate 4. Now, completing the line is Cartier Tiara. Distance 1100, set to run here. Race 5, Strathalbyn. They're all in. Set to run, racing, good line 2. Celtic Bell went back at the start. Liberty Blue goes forward. So it wants a piece of the lead early in the race, and scooting over was Decisive Heart with a really good turn of foot early. So Decisive Heart leads now from Liberty Blue second. BOK rallying up to be third. Marshall Dillon between runners, and Cartier Tiara's 3 deep, and Sitting Bull, the favourite, is just sitting back, parked in 6th position with the red cap, a length away to See You Later Now. Then Bitter Equi, Celtic Bell, and M. Bryan can't keep up at this stage. 600 metres to go. Decisive Heart had a narrow lead. Second, Liberty Blue. 3 out, Cartier Tiara as they march up before the home corner. Right behind them, BOK, Marshall Dillon, and now Sitting Bull peels to the outside. He starts to wind up, then See You Later Now. Others headed by Bitter Equi. Turning, Liberty Blue getting its head in front. Trying to kick back Decisive Heart. Cartier Tiara is on the scene. Sitting Bull's going to be the widest. And running up behind them, BOK B.O.K. Here's Sitting Bull. Oh, it was sitting back midfield, mid-race, and it's now powering to the lead inside the 50. It's home. Sitting Bull wins. See You Later Now floods home for second, but Sitting Bull defeats See You Later Now. Third, Cartier Tiara. B.O.K. ran up to be fourth, I think, from Marshall Dillon. Then Liberty Blue. Next in was Decisive Heart, Celtic Bell, Bitter Equi, and M. Bryan was always well back at the rear.
So Sitting Bull takes out the fifth. Strathalbin, 260, 280. Firm Lates for Stacey Callow beats See You Later Now, and Cartier Tiara back in third, 182. Quick break and the Meadows will follow. See You Later Now and Cartier Tiara.
It's a shame Harry's locked out, because we're locking in the best possible starting price with the lock from Tab.
By activating the lock when placing a tote win bet, you can be confident that if Tab's fixed starting price is better, you'll be paid the difference